Well, it looks like we're live for the Follow Your Passion Hangout. I'm so glad that you are all here. I'm very excited about being able to share some hopefully valuable information for you. We've been together now probably for a year, some of us. Some of you have been my subscribers for a good amount of time. And I just felt that it was necessary for me to have a face-to-face connection with all of you. As I mentioned in my email, I certainly have and would have wanted to meet each one of you individually. It's something I love. I love people. I love actually connecting, so that you can see that, one, I'm a real person, but I have a passion and a sincerity for helping others. It is my mission to enrich people's lives with freedom, whatever that is, whatever your passion is. And that's an excellent segue into what I want to share with you all here today. One, I'm not going to take a lot of your time. Many of you, I'm sure, have a lot of things to be doing, and time is valuable. And I'm off running myself after this. So I hope to keep these hangouts maybe around 30 minutes to 45 at the most, so that we can get on our way. We can get into our business, work what we need to do so we can actually reach our goals and our dreams. So there's a couple of announcements I'd like to start off with as part of being in our team. It is not mandatory, but almost mandatory, because I feel that each of you are adults and that you know what you need to do for yourselves. There is an excellent call that I just got off of just this moment that is every day at 9 a.m. Eastern New York time. That's my time zone. So I know there's many of you from all over the world that this may not work out real well for you, but you can get it on a replay. And that is the Think and Grow Rich call. It is based around a book written back in the early 1900s, believe it or not, by a gentleman called Napoleon Hill. Many of you may know who that is. Maybe this is the first time you have ever heard of him. And that is why it's important for me to get this information to you, that this book has helped millions of people since it was written all over the world to become successful. And there are certain laws or rules that he explains in his book as lessons that you would follow, and it will change your thinking, change your life, and get you to the things that you do really want. So do not allow the word rich to hurt or change your mindset. And then this is something that I want to talk very seriously about, that before we can ever become successful and happy individuals, we have to change the way we think. And many times, some of the things that we think, whether you may think you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not tall enough, or whatever the thing is that's holding you back from doing certain things, or if you have fears, that they're only figments in your imagination, and somewhere along the line you were told something and you believed it. And you know what? You can undo that, and you can change it into positive beliefs about yourself. So I highly, highly recommend you write this down and get on this call when you can. And if you can't, I'm going to give you a replay number that's also going to help you catch it when it is more convenient for you. Okay? So, first of all, write down this website. It is called www.thinkandgrowrichaudios.com. If you go there, you'll be able to get a hold of a number of excellent ebooks. The one important one is Think and Grow Rich, the book. We are currently working on a book called the Master Plan, and we do that on Mondays, and we follow the instruction from there. And then from Tuesday to Friday, we read the book, Now, The Law of Success, also written by Napoleon Hill. It was actually written before he wrote Think and Grow Rich. It's an excellent book. It's broken down in 16 lessons. And the most important part, honestly, is the fact that you need to implement, go into action, and do what he tells you to do. And if you do, and you're persistent and you're consistent on a daily basis, and that's why this call is important to attend, you're going to see a big difference in the way you think. Your self-confidence will grow, and it will be tremendously beneficial to you. So whenever looking into any way of getting out of the situation that you're in, we need to really start with, how can we change how we think? Someone said to me, and in a conference, that we are where we are because of our best thinking. We're all trying to do our best, at least I am. But our thinking from the past or whatever it is has gotten us where we are today because of things that we thought and believed. So I just want to say, this is very important information. I want to offer you technical strategies about internet marketing, and we will do that a little bit today too. But more importantly, I want to get back to basics for all of you, being that this is the beginning of this hangout, and I want it to grow. I want it to have value for you to want to come back and to learn more and get connected with other individuals that will help achieve the dreams that you're looking for. And I want that more than anything else for you. I really, really do. So, again, the website first to go to is www.thinkandgrowrichaudios.com, and you can join a private Facebook group there, and also be able to get all the ebooks that you have there. You just download them, and they're exciting. You can put them on your iPhone or smartphone, or a tablet, and take it along with you on the road and be able to read them wherever you go. I read them at the gym, so I enjoyed that tremendously. And the other thing is the call. Let me give you that number so that you'll have that for your future. It's 712-432-0900, and you'll need a PIN number, and that is 565762, and then the pound sign. Okay? That is for the live call. It is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. If you missed the call, you can listen to it in two places. It's only available for 24 hours because the new call will override it. But you can go to the website I just gave you, and you can catch the audio there online. So within a 24-hour period, you can get to that website and listen to that day's recording within 24 hours. Okay? If you want to listen to it by phone, I do it all the time. I listen to it in the car. It's wonderful. You can dial 712 432 0990. And the PIN is the same, 565762 and pound sign. Okay? And definitely download all the books. We will be reading Think and Grow Rich again, I'm sure. The Law of Success is very similar. It's much more concentrated and much more detailed. And if you join us now, we're right at the middle of savings, believe it or not. We're being shown and explained that it's one thing to earn the money and make the money that you're looking to make, but we want you to keep it. We want you to keep some of it, be able to know how to save. And unfortunately, we're not taught this in school. I certainly was not a saver. And if you're not taught to save, it's very difficult. You really don't know how. And you think, well, I don't make much money, how can I save? And believe it or not, in the book it explains, even for children, they can begin to save their pennies. And you will be so amazed how that will accumulate. And you will have some funds for yourself very, very soon. So I think that's amazing and wonderful. Okay. As you also know, this is a team that has been based around amazing products to teach you skills on how to market any business. Any business. So if you have a business, you might even be in a MLM or network marketing company, and you may be doing well, you may not be doing well. I'm not quite sure what your reason for subscribing was, other than that you're still searching for a way to make money. And sometimes what we still just need to do is get our mindset correct. And we are here for you to help you increase traffic to your websites, learn how to blog, how to use multimedia, free marketing, thousands of different recommendations and strategies are in our products, from high to low level expertise that you right now do not need to know a thing about internet marketing at all. We teach that to you. So I am with Empower Network. That is our product line. We have a large suite of products, and that's something that I have been giving you links for. Team members are familiar with what our product is, so you know I don't have to go there for you folks. But for those that are not members of Empower, I just want to let you know that what this is. And our pay plan is one that I have never seen anywhere. It is actually quite lucrative very quickly for you, because the majority of the products can make you 100% commission, anywhere from $25 and $100 to up to $3,000 per product. So anyway, just a little insight, something to think about. But our business is basically to help you in any business to generate traffic so that you can make the money in which you're the most comfortable with. Maybe our company product line is not for you, and that's okay. But our products can very well help you. Okay? So, what I want to talk to you about today that I feel is real important is, for many of you, and for me, not too many years ago, I knew nothing about personal development or self-improvement. I really never thought about how to have a goal. I really didn't even know what I wanted. And I find more and more people out there. If I were to ask you, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you want? What is it that you're searching for? You really don't have an answer. And I'm glad for those of you that do. So I wanted to introduce to you something else that's very important that we have as part of our 7-step video startup. That when and if you joined here, you would get those basically for free. I mean, you join, you get our first initial product, and you will get our first 7 videos for free, and they will guide you step by step in how to get everything set up. Of course, I'm around. I will be available to you to help you. But going through these 7 videos on how to get started still requires you to know where is it that you want to be going. It is similar to getting in a car and just driving aimlessly without no destination, or a boat that has no rudder. It just kind of swirls around in a circle and never gets anywhere. And if that's how you're feeling, there is a good chance that you have not taken the time or didn't know how to establish some goals in your life. And something I like to recommend, and I felt very helpful, is when you were a little child. Think about when you were very young, and children can teach us so much. Think about when you were young and you just wished you could do something, or you knew this is what you wanted to do. You wanted to be a fireman, or you wanted to be a policeman, or a doctor, or a lawyer, or a nurse, or whatever it was, a dancer, a singer. You wanted to play a fabulous instrument. And either you were discouraged, maybe you couldn't afford the lessons, you couldn't afford to take dancing or the instrument that you wanted, or someone discouraged you. How many times has that happened? And maybe they were trying to protect us, but maybe they could have encouraged us until you saw that maybe you didn't want to do this any longer. But somewhere along the line, we lost our dream. We lost our dream. And I want to help get that back for you. So what I recommend is a book by Jim Rohn, a well-known authority on personal development. He has passed on now, but there are tons of presentations on YouTube. If you just went to YouTube and searched for Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N, there are many, many fantastic presentations. And one of his most terrific books for me, when I first got started, was The 7 Strategies of Wealth and Happiness. And understand, wealth doesn't necessarily mean a lot of money. What it means is that you are rich with family and happiness and a life that is fulfilling. And money absolutely is a good thing. It's not a bad word. It is actually something we can use to help other people. And with more money that you can allow into your environment, the more you can do good for others. And you need to look at money in a very positive way. But we won't get into all of that. That's a whole nother topic. But this book, The Strategies of Wealth and Happiness, the seven strategies of wealth and happiness, you can find it on Amazon for peanuts, really, very little. Or you can find it in an old, auction bookstore. I'm sure you can find it around. Get the book. He breaks down how exactly you can set your goals. So I want to do a little exercise to make you start thinking. If you have a pen and paper, great. What I'd like you to begin to do, and not to do during this hangout, but just write the note first. You want to just write as many things that you want to be able to do. The first and most important ones will probably come out first, and then I just want you to keep writing. They call it a bucket list even. So I call it my goals. Keep writing. You want a new house, you want a new car, you want to make a certain amount of money. Just keep on writing. There's just things that you want. You want to travel, you want to go to a particular country, you want to visit relatives somewhere. All of those things. Just keep writing and keep writing. And it could take pages. You may have lots of things you want to be able to do, but never took the time to really think about it because you felt, I'm never going to do it. And that thinking right there is what we want to change here. We want you to know that you can have anything you want as long as it's a thought in your mind and you're consistent about that positive thought. So in his book, he'll ask you to write all these things down, and then what you want to do is pick the top 5 or the top 10. Okay? Some may be long term. So you could say the least important of those top 10 to put it aside for a year from now. And what would you like and believe to see in 6 months, in 3 months, at the end of this month? What would you like to accomplish? What would that be? The way to choose the number 1 goal that you have is the one that gets you most excited. The one that you feel the most passionate about. That is what's going to make the difference. It's the passion, that feeling of excitement that you get when you think of that thing. And that maybe right now you might feel silly about it because some people may have teased you, you can never do that. Well, just put that out of your mind. Don't worry so much about what other people think. Because it's you that needs to be happy. Too many successful people, well, not too many, so many successful people closed their minds to that negative chatter from others and went for their dream no matter what other people said to them about it. And that's how you want to begin to think. Okay? So I want you to write that down. Write as many of those things down as possible. And again, in the book, it will explain it in more detail. So definitely get the book. Then get your top 10. Which one are your top 10? And your top, I would say 3 are your most current ones that you want to really, really focus on, because otherwise it'd be very overwhelming. Yes, we know that you still want all those other things, but let's focus first on your top 3. And it could be a certain amount of money. And if that is the case, what would that do for you? What would that money do for you? Right? We like to call goals, have SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. They need to be very specific. They need to be measurable. In other words, do you want to start a business to replace the job that you are in? Or do you want it to just the additional income. And how much would that be? But have an idea of how much more or how much it will need to be, because if you know how much you're making now, you want it to replace that, then you would need at least that, right? So you want something to measure so you know if you got there, you achieved it. And if you want it to be a supplement to your income, then know how much that is. But you need to put an amount to it. And when I say specific, how much, again, would you want it to be? And how will that help you if you achieve it? And I want you to think how good it would feel, and then how will it help you? Will it help the family? Will it help you achieve your ultimate goal because of many other reasons? And whatever that amount was that you want to achieve, I want you to stretch yourself and think bigger. Because we always seem to be afraid, oh, I'll never make that amount, so I'm going to just stay right here and make this small amount be the big thing. Go ahead. Now, if you're saying millions in 90 days, that may be a little bit too much. But I'm pleased that you're thinking that big. But for the immediate monthly and 90-day goals, let's be more realistic so that you will achieve those goals. Okay? Very good. So, ultimately, that's the M, the S and the M. And you want it to be attainable, which is what I'm talking about. So, whatever the amount is, as I mentioned, I basically touched on that. You want to be able to achieve it. You want to be able to attain it. You want to be able to relate. It's got to be relatable. And what I mean by that is, who else is going to benefit by this? Will it be a charity? Will it be your parents? Will it be your children? Who's going to benefit if you can also reach your goals? Okay? So you want to think about that. And let's see, the final one is in a timely fashion. And timely meaning you got to put a destination to it, right? We have a target, and that target is by a certain date. So if you wrote out your goals, in 30 days from today, you want to be able to see if you could attain it. And bottom line, it's okay if you don't quite meet that goal in a month. But consistency and persistence is going to make such a difference. And that's something I know I wasn't doing. And once I started being consistent, it becomes a habit. And habits are great. Once you get into a habit of doing something and breaking some old habits, it is going to make a world of difference. Okay? So I'm hoping that you're getting something from what I am sharing here. Because for me, it's about basics. Being that this is the first hangout I have started, I want to set a foundation for all of you to know that this is a place that we will talk about things such as these that you may not be used to and may not understand completely how this can help you. But we can fight and say there's no way any of this will help. In that in itself, in that thinking, is the issue. It is to be open-minded, to leave your egos at the door, be able to be open-minded regarding not knowing everything. There's a couple of things I want you to be clear on. There's things we know. There are things we know we don't know. And this one is the one that catches most of us. There are so many things we don't know. We don't know. And perhaps I'm talking to you about some of those things that you didn't know you didn't know. And I want to help enrich your life and open your mind because everyone on this earth has been put here for a purpose. And it is your obligation to fulfill that purpose and for you to determine what it is. That Think and Grow Rich book and the call is going to help you figure that out. Okay? So that's real important for you to be able to do. Now, let me see. We're coming to the bottom of the half hour, and this is how I wanted to get started. Next Tuesday is when the official day is supposed to be. Unfortunately, I had some personal issues. There was a death in the family and a funeral that took place, and could not do Tuesday of this week as promised. And so, not to push it off another week, I decided to do it today. But Tuesdays from moving forward will be the official day of the Follow Your Passion Team Hangout. And I do hope to have some guests in the future to join me. And next week, I will talk a little bit more about what I talked about here today. If by any chance you have questions, I want to have you send them to me via email so that you can actually, so I can actually go over them and see if I can answer them here for you. So please do. I will also be beginning to assist you with some ways that in your daily process, how you could be more organized, how you could be more efficient and more productive. I sent out a broadcast just yesterday. You may not have gotten it yet because I think I scheduled it for later today or tomorrow. I can't remember. So you may get that. So that's something I'd like to talk more about. There's a number of topics that I want to talk to you about and how to, think about being more productive, more intentional about what you do. And below my name here is my blog site where I do have additional blogs that I have posted there for you to read and to get some value from. Hopefully they will be helpful in a current business that you're in or in this business for the team members that are here. And I will continue to search for more information. Perhaps I want to also be able to turn around the screen and give you some tips on things that I have found helpful on how to do certain things, maybe with Google or Bing or a number of different tools that are available and how that has actually, I thought at the moment, wow, I figured this out. It was a little difficult, and I'd like to share this with the team and everyone out there, and that may be beneficial for you to increase your marketing capabilities. Okay? So, I am going to wrap this up. I am so excited that you all came here today. Please share with me comments in and at my blog site. It's www, as it says, www.actionwithapurpose.com, and leave comments. I'd love to hear back from you. Love to see if you felt this had value. Just reply to any of my emails that I send out. I hopefully have responded to everyone that has ever sent me an email. And I look forward to next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern again. And I just, wish you the very best, prosperous week. Go ahead and start writing out your bucket list, your goals. Get the book. Follow what I said. Listen to this recording as many times as you need to get the right procedure. But the book is going to give you far more details. So go ahead and make sure you try and get that book. Download the ebooks on the website for thinkandgrowrichaudios.com. Join the Facebook group there. And I will see you guys next week. And I so look forward to it. And I look forward to hearing back from you. You take care now.